I was asked by my rabbi, my teacher, Carmen, to examine what it means to remain steadfast in the Lord. And my mind immediately went to, how do you spell love? Love is spelled G-I-V-E-T-I-M-E. Give time. Love is spelled G-I-V-E. Love is spelled T-I-M-E. To whom, to what do you give your time? Show me how you spend your time and I'll tell you what you love. And so if you say you love the Lord, if you say that the Lord is the most important thing to you because you call yourself a follower of Christ, if you call yourself a believer in Adonai, you believe in the Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then you have to confront whether you give your time to the Lord. I have to confront, do I remain steadfast in the Lord via what I am giving my time to? And specifically, as a very clear point of reference, do I follow the Lord's, one of his top 10 words to us in his Decalogue, in the Devarim, the 10 Commandments, when he said, in number 4, keep the Sabbath holy. It's a commandment. The Lord said, hey, look, if I got 10 things to say to you, these are the final 10 words. Write these down. And they're so important, I'm etching them in stone for you. And one of them is keep the Sabbath holy. Do I? Do I set aside a whole Friday sundown to Saturday sundown to spend the time away from the distractions of my work, the distractions of my children's sporting engagements, the distractions of my laundry, the distractions of serving something, some agenda, chore? Or do I spend that time in the Word of the Lord? Do I spend that time loving on and sharing and communing with those people in my hula hoop, my husband, my children, my mother and father, my brothers and sisters, my dear friends that are nearby? Do I spend that time loving on those people in the power of the Lord? Discussing, not all watching a game on TV together, but sharing time together. You know, exploring each other's minds together, not being distracted by the TV, not being distracted by gossip, but talking about the things that matter. Giving our time so we can love those, and in particular love God. Do I do that? Do you do that? The 4th commandment says, the 4th word, Devarim, Decalogue words, the 4th word of the Lord is keep the Sabbath holy. It is married and aligned with the 9th Devarim word, commandment, which is do not lie, do not give false witness. And the Lord, his 1 through 5 matches up with 6 through 10 because there's some underlying principles there. So when you look at keep the Sabbath holy and do not bear false witness, it's the idea of what lies am I telling myself about what's important? What lies have I believed, have I taken on, such that I'm lying to God that I love him? Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, obey me, children of mine, who call yourself my nation of people. Listen, obey me. I am the Lord God, I alone. There is no other like me, above me, before me. I'm it. I'm all that matters. Love me with all your heart, mind, every essence of your soul. Love me with your whole body, so that all your desires and your fleshly inclinations are mine. Give them to me. Surrender all of yourself. Sacrifice yourself for me. Uf kol meodeka, the last line of the Shema, that first introduction. Uf kol meodeka. Love me with every bit of yourself, the energy, vibrational sources of yourself, meodeka, meod, all of it, everything that I can't even articulate about who I am. Love me, God, with that. That prayer is said every day if you are a devout Jew. It is said bunches of times. It is part of the mezuzah when an observant Jewish home has on their doorpost the mezuzah, and inside is the scroll that contains that Deuteronomy passage. Shema Israel, Uf kol me'odaka, love me with everything you got. Every bit of the way you walk, talk, the energy, your aura. And so I have to ask myself, and don't lie to me that you love me. Don't lie to yourself that I'm the most important if you won't give me your time. And I'm asking for one day a week, every week, for you to set aside time. And the reason I'm asking for this is not because I need you to. I'm God. I don't need you to. I created you. I made you. I'm trying to give you the design for the perfection of your life. I'm trying to give you the design for how to best order your life. And when I laid out the foundations of the earth and I said, Yeh or, let there be light, that first day followed the most holy day, the day of rest. And so I showed you from day 1 through 7 in that order to show you that the week ends, it actually starts with this day of rest. I showed you what it looked like to be a productive person, to set your life in order. There is purpose in every one of these days. There is information for how you should order your life. But it is about taking the chaos and then creating order. Yehi or, let there be light. God is already separating and creating. He creates light so we can see that which we are to separate, that which we are to put in order. And each day we progress, and we do that all week. And then we end the week coming back to the Lord. Coming back to and sitting in front of and being honest with ourselves and the Lord, and being honest with others who are important to us, loving them, loving Him. And we do this week after week. Keep the Sabbath holy. So how do I remain steadfast in the Lord? One way I can do it is to honor the Sabbath. Folks, I pray that this mad ramblings of my brain as I meditate upon something that my rabbi teacher Carmen asked me to think about, I pray it was of service to you. Shalom.